when I first saw this video and he was talking about me inside of it. And when I read the title of it, I was kind of like, what? This is why people shouldn't talk about people they don't know. You got to get to know people and talk to them first before you devise an opinion. But the title in itself was just so inaccurate. And it was just nasty. It said, why do women lie about men manipulating them? And why do they ruin their lives? And the thumbnail of the video was of me. And I was like, first of all, homie, my life been screwed up since birth. This person you seeing right now is me fixing some shit. I did not grow up in the best environment. And considering all of the shit I went through as a young person, I turned out pretty well. So I'm proud of myself. But I will never, ever be the woman that gets on social media and lies about an experience I had with a man. But there are a lot of weak ass men out here. And instead of being the type of man that says, hey, you know what? I'm not that type of man. I've never experienced that. I've never been the type of man that would do that to a woman. These idiots will try to convince the world that the type of men that we experience negative things with aren't real. It's propaganda. It's never happened. Even my situation with my son's father, I've always been very honest and very transparent with everybody about it. Because the only way that women can learn from me is if I be honest about my experience, about my poor choices, about the things that I was told. A whole bunch of men was coming to me and they was saying to me, Soncerae, the reason why you're still single at 38 is because you have too high standards. You need to lower your standards. Basically, they was just telling me, you not all that. You don't deserve all that. Some of them were saying, yeah, you a good woman, but you need to give a blue collar dude a chance. So when I met my son's father and he didn't have a GED or a high school diploma, had never been to college, was making $12 an hour. He was separated, but I enjoyed his company. I enjoyed being around him. And I wanted to give him a shot. I wanted to believe that the red flags I saw in him was just me being scared to allow somebody to love me and allow somebody to be in my life. And that's why I tell women, never, ever ignore your intuition, because your intuition is God telling you what's up, giving you a choice. Something amazing came out of that relationship, and that's my son. I always wanted a son. I was 38 when I had my son. I thought I was going to need a surrogate or something to have another child. I thought I was going to have to adopt children. And here came my son. So it's a blessing. I got something from my son's father that was extremely valuable. My son's father has moved on with his life, and I wish people would just let me. But I gotta be the single mother that they blame for everything. I'm the one to blame for why he left his son. The valuable lesson that I learned from my son's father was that I never should lower my standards. I should always feel like I'm worth something and to never let anybody talk me out of that. His estranged wife was pretty dope. She was pretty cool. She even checked up on my son. So I have a level of respect for her to this day. Yeah, they are officially divorced now, but everybody likes to pin me as the mistress or the side chick or whatever. But I don't let y'all do that to me. I don't let y'all define me for me. Y'all don't get to choose what I identify as. Fuck that. I was never this dude's mistress. Y'all can say whatever the fuck you want to say. At the end of the day, I was never this dude's mistress. I genuinely love this dude. I really thought he was my friend. I really thought that we was going to make it. Go get the kind of man that you feel like you deserve. Don't settle for less than that. I went through my experience to be able to teach other women. I'm not telling y'all the truth about my life for my fucking health. I'm not on the internet right now dressed like Mrs. Krabappel and shit, just so what I'm telling you can go in one ear and out the other. I didn't ruin my life. I didn't lie about a man manipulating me. Before I even met my son's father, I had an alcohol problem, a drug problem. I had trauma from my childhood plaguing me. I had so many things going on, so many negative things. My life would have been ruined had I not changed for myself and changed for the better. It even changed more once I had my son. So having my son helped me evolve more as a woman. No, I don't regret having him. No, I don't feel like I made any type of mistake or anything. And things happened the way they were supposed to happen. I trust God, I trust the universe. And my son's father is not with us for a reason. When other men judge me as a woman and they never hold men accountable for shit, I always look at that specific man's character and the hatred he has towards women for him to even think being a man means he has to address a woman the way that this man tried to address me. Weak men stick the knife in deeper. They know you hurt. They know you in pain, but they want you to hurt worse. That's why they throw it in your face. Always pay attention to how people treat animals or their non-preference or people who made mistakes. Those of us who are injured or disabled. Pay attention to that shit. Pay attention to the callousness and the cruelness. Because some of these men, just by how they respond to some of the stuff that they observe on social media, will tell you everything about that man. This man is not somebody that no women need to be with, because deep down inside there is something deep rooted in him that will cause him to hurt you because of his hatred towards women. Instead of dealing with his own feelings associated with whatever hurt and pain he has experienced with whatever woman hurt him, he would rather hurt women. Give any man the side eye who doesn't know how to do self-reflection, because there's been plenty of time, me as a woman, just as a woman, I have looked at myself and said, did you do the best that you could as a woman? And I'm not going to let any man or any woman make me feel like I'm less of a woman because I fell in love with the wrong man. We all choose poorly sometimes. It's not a life sentence. It's not something that we should have to sit here and hold on to for the rest of our lives. There are a lot of people who want me to hold on to this. They want me to be punished for this. But I'm not going to let them do that. I'm going to move on. And I hope women learn from me.